Hey guys, welcome to class 1 of Launch. So our first thing here, whenever you make it to the office or to the training center, the Wi-Fi is Keller, not Keller Guest, but Keller. And the password is the office phone number, which you can see listed here, 845-639-0300. So during class 1, we are going to discuss, getting organized, setting goals, and Keller Tech. So first off, I need you to log into your mykw.kw.com. And if you don't have a Google Calendar, what we're going to do is we're going to subscribe to the Office Calendar, and I'm going to show you how to send a mass text. So here is mass text and office calendar. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to open up mine so I can walk you through this. So your MyKW. If you are unaware of what your login is, then you'll go to Scott Leroy and call him. So just quickly, since I brought that up, here's another site where you can find all that information. If you open up, put in kwhvr.weebly.com. That's kwhvr.weebly.com. Add this to your favorites. So right here you see you have access to Scott Leroy. Well, not access, but this is where you will go and you will find his information. So anything that is not working with he's a concierge. He's not actually here in New City. He's out in California somewhere. It's a 24-hour line. You can call them and get the answers that you need, whether it's your log-on information. You should have an email somewhere within your email that has all your log-on information in it. So whenever we talk about Scott Leroy, this is who we're talking about, and this is where you can go and get him. You can also see, we're going to come back to this page, but just reference if you need to go to Scott Leroy now and pause to get your stuff so that you can log in and do what we're about to do. So we're going to log in, and it's going to look like this. You're going to have your little picture and all this over here. So I want you to come to My Market Center Internet. You see this here. Click. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our calendar. We're going to click View Calendar, and now it's going to look like this. Scroll down a little bit, and we're going to hit Subscribe. All right, you're going to go down. Yours is going to look a little bit different. It's going to say maybe start. It's going to be like grayed out with a red, whatever it is. Click that, and then it will pop up to be like this. We want to do the Office Calendar, this one. So do Office Calendar, and then you're going to pick Google, regardless if you have an Apple phone or not, because we're going to be working with the, unless you like really use your Apple computer or your Apple calendar all the time, more than likely you're going to be using the Google Calendar. So do this, you click that and you sign into your Google account, and then now you're going to be synced with your calendar, which in turn is going to be like this. So I'm going to open mine up. And you see I have this stuff here, and anything that is in, for me, because you can change the color of your calendars. So it's actually called Back Agent, I believe. So you can click here. Once you find your Back Agent, you can click on these 3 little dots. You can change the color of it so that it shows whatever color you want. You can also hit Settings. And you can go up here and you can rename the calendar to whatever you want. I have named mine KW Office Calendar. Right now it's probably saying that it's the Back Agent or Back End Agent, I believe. All right, so that's the calendar. So now the thing is I have this on week, so let's say week. So right now, everything that's in dark gray, this is all that is going on with the office that you just synced. So if I don't want to look at that, all I have to do is come over to the side and find it and unclick it, and you see that it disappears, right? Okay. I'm going to click it back on because I want to know what's going on. All right. So that is syncing your calendar. Now we're going to go back to my KW, oh sorry, the Market Center. So see, it was the green check up here. We're going to go back and I'm going to show you how to send a mass email to the entire office. So you're going to find Associates here. Click Associates. You're going to click Send a Message. Now you're going to come down here and you're going to do Add Recipients. You have Associates, Tag, and Group. You're going to pick Group. If you do not have Group, which sometimes that happens, you need to reach out to Lee and she can help you figure out how Group can be on there. So on here, if you want to do just to the staff, you have that. Rockland Active is all of the active agents. So this is the one that you would be doing. Then the ALC members, which are, think of them as the board members of our company. If you wanted to address the board, you could send to just them as well. So anyway, we're going to go with Rockland Active. Now you see it's popped over here. You're going to update recipient. So now it's over here. In your subject line, you're going to put in whatever it is that you're wanting to say. In your case, it's probably going to be you need to shadow an open house. And you're looking for an open house to shadow because you have to shadow 2 open houses before you're able to do your own open houses, which are, we'll talk later in other classes about why that's important and why we do those. And then you do Send Message Now. The only thing with the send message through this way is you cannot do attach anything. So if you wanted to attach something, what you're going to do is you would then go back to the home. So return to my KW. Let's see. Return to my KW. Let's do this all back. So I'm going back to Market Center Internet. Okay. And think of this as kind of like our Facebook page for just within our own company. So if you want to post, so you would do an associate post, okay? And then these are associate posts that have happened within our company. If you want to add a post, you add a post. And it's in here, and you would do an associate post, an agent announcement, or whatever else that you might do. You title it, and this is where you can choose your file upload. Once you've done this and created it, if you want it, then can, once you publish it, you can actually then send it out to everybody as an email. It'll give you that option. I know it sounds very confusing, but the thing is you just have to play with stuff in order to really learn what's going on. All right, back to our PowerPoint. So that's how you send your mass email. So as it states here in this, so this was just a quick tour. So please go and explore as much as you can when you're not in class, and that's how you're going to learn everything. So secondly, what we're going to do is you're going to go to whatever app store that you have, and you're going to download Kelly. So Kelly, ending with an E, this is what she looks like. You're going to download Kelly. Once you've downloaded Kelly, you're going to log on with your MyKW logon, the same. It's the same. So Kelly is your virtual assistant. She also connects you to your CRM, which is commands. You can add contacts on the go, and so much that you can do with her that you have to learn. So, and it's very important that you do use her. And the best thing to do is just to go and explore. Just like when you first buy your new cell phone or whatever it is device that you have, what do? You go and you play around, and that way you learn things on it. And so that's the same thing with all these apps and different things that you are being asked to look at and download. Okay, so now that you have Kelly downloaded, I want you to open her up and ask her to show you your 2019 CGI goals. So what is a CGI goal? It is your career growth initiative. And this is how we're going to find out what it is, your goals for the year, what you need to do to make the money that you want to make. So quickly, I'm going to open up You can also access your CGI goals through your My KW. So if you were good to go through My KW instead of Kelly, what you would do is you would go to Education, Growth, which here's your Career Growth Initiative. All right, and now you're going to go down until you see View Full CGI Calculator. Now what you're going to do is you're going to select goal, or set goal, sorry. In this top line here, profit, put what it is, the number that you want to have in your pocket after you pay all your taxes, okay? What is that number? I hope it's 100,000 or more. Think big, aim high, okay? Your next line, tax. You do want to get an accountant and talk with an accountant and see what it is. My accountant tells me to put a third back. I put a little more. Actually, sometimes I even put 40% back because I pay myself 10% into an IRA. But at the very least, you need to be putting 30% back. So I have 35. Your royalty cap is 3,000. Put that in there. Your company dollar cap is going to be 28,000. Your monthly expenses. So think about your monthly expenses as how much are you spending on your gas. You know that you're spending $80 a month already towards your KW bill. So take a minute and think about that and put that in there. Your commission split is going to be more than likely 2.5 for the most part. Every now and then you're going to get a 2 and a 3. Your average home price is going to be 400,000. But again, that all these things you can go in and adjust at any point in time, and you can do it as many times as you want. If you find yourself that you're doing more in the luxury end, then you would adjust your average sell price to whatever that is. Or if you feel like you're lower than that and you're stuck in condos for a while, you can do that too. Your next line is called seller focus. So what the seller focus is means how much of your business is going to be listings. And a healthy business is 50% listings and 50% buyers. So I have 50%. When you're first starting off, a lot of times you are going to probably be more buyer heavy. So if you want to put 25% in here, that's fine as well. These next two lines are your conversion rates. So just because you go on a listing appointment doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to conversion rate listings taken to listings closed. Sorry, this one is, so you take a listing, not all the time, hopefully it does, but every now and then your listing is going to expire and you're not going to make it to the closing table with that. So this is calculating the fallout listings that don't make it to the closing table. The second conversion rate is going to be when you go on a listing appointment. Unfortunately, you're not going to take every listing. They're not always going to turn into a listing. So this is a good number here is 80%, 80%. If you find that it's different, if you're not taking as many or things are expiring, then you can definitely adjust them, but we want to be in this range. Then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, you're going to come over, you see on this side, you can read through all of this, but what I need you to do is come all the way to the bottom, and down here it breaks down exactly what it is that you need. So for me to get $200,000 with everything that I put in, I need to have 34 closings, and I need 3 closings a month. How many listings do I need to take? I need to take 17. Oh, sorry. I need to close 17 and take 22%. So the reason that is because of the 80%. That 20% is going to fall out. How many appointments do I need to get my 22 listings? I need 27. I need to go on 3 per month. So my monthly goals are to do 3 listing appointments per month, take 2 listings per month, and close 3 listings, whether it's list or buy per month. And with this, almost $30,000. So what I need for you is when you get to this point, can you please take a little screenshot of what your whatever your listing appointments, your listings taken, your closings, and your GCI. If you can please screenshot that and text it to me at 845-464-4146. That's 845-464-4146. so that I can put your goals into a chart where I track your production. Okay. All right, so that is our goals. Now we are moving on to Facebook. Do you have Facebook? Do you loathe Facebook? Do you love Facebook? Guess what? You have Facebook now. Facebook is a free tool. It is a way for you to get out and be in front of a lot of people. And you can do it passively. You can do it, it's a free tool that you need to use. All right. So you're going to start a Facebook page if you don't have one. And if you already have one, you're going to go and you're going to friend me, Amanda Loudenbach-Tierney. And you're going to create your own business page. For compliance reasons, what you need to do is from your personal page, you go down and you create page. Let me pull up. Actually, let's see. I think my next page. Yeah. You're going to create an account. You're going to friend me, Amanda Loudenbach-Tierney, and then I will add you to the private groups. We have a private coaching group where we can go and it's only us, only the ones that are in launch. And also we have our Market Center group where you can go and you can access. We have one group where it's with us and our Orange County group, and we have our own group as well. It's a great place to go at like 10 o'clock at night and you're like wondering, oh, I need a septic guy. So you go and you can ask people or any kinds of questions. So you could be asking, you're reaching out to people at all levels, all from mega agents to brand new agents like yourself, and to get feedback on things. Or maybe you have a weird scenario going on. So it's just a really great place to go and help ask for advice and referrals. Also, what are we going to do? We're going, when Facebook, you need to join the group Keller Williams. I have the Kelly 66-day challenge, but I'm going to change that right now because it has been changed to the Command 66-day challenge. So why is it important for Facebook? It's important because it's a free tool and it's a great way to get leads and to let yourself be out there, because if you're a secret agent, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, you're not going to do any business. So you can't hide in the wings and expect everything just to fall on your lap. So quickly, we're going to watch this, how to create a Facebook account. Maybe. No. Why? I don't know why my sound is not working for you. Weird. All right, so the other thing is I will be sending you this PowerPoint in an email, so you can then go if you need to, and you can watch the how to create a Facebook account if you don't already know. So then our next slide is how do you create a business account? So what's really important is you do need to do a business page, and anything time that you are talking or posting about your work, it needs to go, for compliance reasons, it needs to go to your Facebook page, business page first, and then you can share it onto your personal page. On your business page, if you use Keller Williams in the title of your page, of your business, you can do like your name and then do, you need to put like at or with Keller Williams. You can't just put your name, Keller Williams, because then it makes it look like you own it, and that's not true. So your category is going to be real estate. You need to make sure that the office address is on there and also the office phone number. Let's see if this one's going to give us some sound. But I'm going to say...
So you've decided that your brand or business needs a Facebook business page. Well, first of all, you're right. It probably does. And here's how to set it all up. Thank you for checking out 5-Minute Social Media. If this is your first time here, I teach you how to do the best possible social media in the least amount of time. And if you've watched before, welcome back, and consider taking a second to subscribe down below here. So I'll tell you, not all businesses need a Facebook page, a business page, but most of you do. There's a few exceptions, and I put them in a video about whether or not your business needs a Facebook business page, and you can see that right here or get the link down in the comments. But let's talk about what we're talking about today, which is how to set up a Facebook business page. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to set it up, but also how to get it verified by Facebook, which will help you not only with credibility for your customers and clients, but also in search results. By the way, Facebook business pages, like pages, fan pages, they're all the same thing now. They're just Facebook business pages. Now, before you start, make sure you have your company logo, if your company has a logo, your photo for your profile photo, cover photos, different things like that, and all pertinent information about your business. What's your website, your address, if you have a physical address, ways people can contact you, email, phone, all of that stuff. Make sure you gather all that. And then let's get started. So from Facebook.com, when you're logged into your account, just go up to the little down arrow on the upper right, click on it, and you want to click down to Create Page. Next, you want to go through the selections and decide what you are: a local business or place, company, organization, or institution, brand or product, artist, band, or public figure, entertainment, or cause or community. And I'm going to create a page today for a tech support company, so we're going to actually call it a local business or place. Fill out your information. Once you've got your information, hit Get Started. Next, it'll ask you to upload a profile picture. If you are a one-person company, strongly consider using your own face if you are the face of the company. Otherwise, maybe your brand logo. So I threw together a quick logo for our computer repair service. Next, it'll ask you to upload a cover photo. Boom, just like that. You've built a page. That's how easy it is. Now I see my cover photo didn't quite come out where I wanted it, so I'm going to click up here and say Change Cover, Reposition. Then I can lower my cover photo there so it fits a little better. Facebook offers some tips here in the center on how to set up the rest of your page. I strongly suggest you go ahead and go through them. For example, we want to create a username for our page. This is how someone will get to your page when they go to facebook.com/whatever your username is. I'm going to go ahead and just do the name of the company, Gone It Seattle. If it's not available, it'll tell you. If it is available, you hit Create Username. Next thing I would do before you invite anybody to like your page is come on over here to the menu on the left, click About, and here you want to go through all of your information and add anything else that is pertinent. So now that your page is all set up, let's look at how to get it verified. Start off by clicking Settings in the upper right corner of your page. Then in this main center area here, you're going to see Page Verification, and if it's not verified, it'll say Page is not verified. Now, if you don't see this on your page, there could be several reasons, and I'll cover those here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it to verify the page. The fastest way to verify your page is with a publicly listed phone number. So if your business has a phone number that's on your website, on your Google business listing, things like that, you can go ahead and type in your phone number and say, call me now. They'll call you with a code. You put the code in, just like that, you are registered. Super fast. If you do not have a phone number or a publicly listed phone number or an ability to answer your phone because it's just a voicemail, you can also verify this page with documents instead. You see it says here at the bottom. So I'm going to click on that. They give you a whole list of different documents that you can include. It does need to have your organization,
all right, I'm going to move on
name
from this.
and address.
You guys can go back and watch. All right. So next we're going to talk about getting organized. One thing you need to do, so we already kind of went into the Google Calendar just a minute ago with work stuff. You need to buy a calendar and or start a Google Calendar or your iPhone calendar. And the first thing you need to do with these calendars, and it's really important, I like having both because there's something to be said about remembering and doing things as writing them down. And then also when you're out and on the go, you have your whole calendar and everything right in the palm of your hand, which is great as well if you do your Google or iPhone calendar. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go in and you need to think about your whole year, not this week and just this month. You need to think about the whole year and what is it that is going on. Like, go ahead and put in your family life and your, like, do you have a concert that you're going to? Is there a trip that you're going away for? Whatever it is. Is there something, a standing appointment that you have every Thursday at 2 o'clock that you always do? You need to go and you put those in. So that way when you are making your phone calls and you're talking to people, you can look at your calendar and you can actually be like, oh, yes, I can meet with you at 2 o'clock on Friday, rather than scheduling that and then going back and like, oh crap, no, I can't because I have this other thing that's going on. So it's very important to go ahead and put all of your stuff in there. The other thing that's great is to color code them. And as you saw with mine, where is it? Right here. So I have several calendars. I have, and you can see here all the colors. So my one son, he is Thomas, and so he's blue, right? My other son loves green, Oliver, and he is green. So this is stuff that he's doing right there. I even have things when it's my husband, reminders, work, and then I have two different colors because I have work and then I have launch. So launch, see, I'm recording classes right now and I'm on time. This is called time blocking, and it's very important to time block and, you know, to actually respect your time blocking, what you put down. What are some other ones I have? So client, appointments, my own personal one, family fun, and let's see, I'm going to go back to 2 weeks. So this is what it looks like in 2 weeks. So you see all my different colors, all the gray are different things. There you go. See, and again, you can mark, unmark, whatever it is. All right. So this is what you need to do for, and as a homework assignment, to get your calendar and put in things that you already know that are happening. All right, so what's our next? Open a separate banking account for your business, okay? Actually, if you want to take it a step further, to do an LLC and open up an LLC and then get your own tax ID that goes with your LLC. If you want to do that, let me know, and I can send you a link to a place that you can do online. It all together costs about $450. And then the thing about that is you have extra liability coverage if something were to go wrong or if you were to get sued. But regardless whether you do that or not, you need to open a separate banking account. For one thing is for your taxes. Every time that you get paid, you need to go ahead and write yourself a check for 30% or however much you're doing, and you take that and you put that into that account so that when you're paying your taxes, which you should be paying quarterly, and you need to talk to your accountant, and then they will, you know, give you an estimate. But after the first year you file, what happens is they'll give you an estimate based on what your last year's earnings were, and so every quarter you're going to be paying a certain amount. So you want to automatically go and you want to put that in an account that you don't see, you're not tempted to switch it back and forth because you don't want to be stuck, oh my gosh, now I have $30,000 worth of taxes to pay and you don't have the money. So you just do it in the beginning, all right? So separate bank account. Really other great way to manage your business is to do QuickBooks, right? And download that and do the online version. It's like $7 a month, and that makes it very easy. And if you open a separate business bank account with an LLC, then you can also open up a credit card and use just do the easiest way for your profit and loss is if everything you do with your business, you just do it on that business card, and then you have your receipts right there on your statements. And it's easy, like if you were to get audited. You should find an accountant and talk to your accountant. Keep track of your mileage. So if you're not leasing a car, if you're leasing a car, then you write off part of your lease. But if you're not, if you own your car, then you keep track of your mileage. So every day that you drive to the office, I know that's 12 miles. So you need to keep track of that. There are apps that you can do to keep track of that. I personally like to do one of those pocket monthly 12-month calendars, and I just keep it in my car, like those little ones. And each day, when I'm done with work, I just write the number in of whatever it is. So like today, I'm only coming to and from the office. So I'm going to put, because it's like 12 point something, so I always round up. So for today, it'll be a 13 in that square. And at the end of the month, I just add up all those numbers, and I know how many miles that I did for work. So at the end of the year, I turn them into my accountant, and then she turns it into money, or a write-off anyway. Keep all receipts that are for work. like if you had to go out and buy a new computer, if you're taking a client out for coffee, any work supplies, online tools, anything to do marketing. Marketing is actually 100% write-off. So when you get those photos taken, your business cards, your signs, all that stuff is marketing, and it's 100% write-off. You also need to make sure that you download your app, your Keller Williams app, which is not the Kelly app that we downloaded with the light blue. This one is a red one. And if it's downloaded, you need to make sure that your info is on it. I say in this slideshow to call Scott Leroy, but if it's not on there, I can definitely walk you through how to get it on there. Actually, I'll walk you through right this minute. So if you open up your app that you have downloaded, and if you download the Keller Williams app and it's asking you for to choose your agent, because you don't want to share it if it's not you, because then it will have them choose someone else. So right here, you see yourself here, okay, in your My KW, click Profile, and we're loading. All right, is that the one I wanted to do? Actually, sorry, well, this is actually the back way to go and do your bio and all that good jazz. Not what I wanted. Hold on. It used to be, right, did they change it? Oh, so to go to home, do agent website admin. It used to be there and they did change it. So. Okay. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to 4.0, which is add listing IDX search. Now you're going to go to 4.5, which is mobile property search. And if you look right in here, I'm going to make this big. This is if you want to embed your, this is your code, like if you, for a website or something, if you want to embed that somewhere, if somebody clicks it, it's going to take them to a place where they can download your app. This is the code that you would put in your My Agent code. So if you have your app open right now and it's asking you to pick an agent, just put this KW, whatever your number is that you're seeing. This is your QR code, right, for your app. And if you save this, it says saves as a JPEG. You can put that anywhere on your card, wherever you want to do, on any kind of flyers that you're doing. And so that if people scan it, they're downloading your app. Okay? All right. That's your app. Write a bio. All right? So if you're brand new, in the 100 days, there is an example of a bio that you can do. Also, think about it. Real estate is a career that a lot of people get into. It's not their first career. So whatever it is that you are doing or have done, you can take those skills from those other jobs and talk about how that makes you a great real estate agent. The other thing I tell people is just to go to Google and Google other people's bios and kind of get an idea, and it'll get the juices flowing of what it could be, your bio could be. Take this bio, put it somewhere, that way you can copy and paste it every site that you're gonna, because you need to go to Zillow and you need to put it on Zillow. You have a free Zillow. You don't have to join the Premier account, but you need to go there because we hate Zillow, but Zillow is where a lot of people go looking for houses. So you want to be present there. You want to go put it on realtor.com. You want to put it on this, where I just showed you the back end of your, if Scott Leroy hasn't done it for you already. Anywhere where your bio can go, you want to make sure, and you want it to be consistent. You want it to be the same one. So create it, save it someplace where you can find it. And we have already synced the Office Internet Calendar, so we can skip that one. All right, your email signature. So anything you're doing with work, it needs to have your name, what you are. You're a licensed real estate salesperson. You are not a licensed real estate agent. You're not a realtor. You are a licensed real estate salesperson. This is how it has to read on anything that you're doing. You need to have our name, our address. Here's our fax, and then also your cell phone. You also need to change your voicemail. Whatever phone that you're using for work, it needs to state who you are and what you do, and that you work for Keller Williams, Hudson Valley Realty. Here is the apps are a longer list than the websites. HCAR is your MLS website. In our next class, we are going to go over that. It is very strongly encouraged for you to go ahead and take all 3 matrix classes, matrix 1, 2, and 3. This will help you dive deep in and learn more about the functionality of your matrix. Also, if you can go on to your KW Connects and do your profile on that. And remember with this one, you're not pitching yourself to the public. You're pitching yourself to other agents. So why would another agent from another area of the country want to trust you with a client that they have coming to your part of the world? As I just spoke briefly about, you want to do your profile on Zillow and Trulia, and also Realtor.com. Really quick, I'm going to show you how to get to KW Connects. So we're here again, right? You hit Education. And Education, this is your KW Connects. This is a great place to come and you can learn so much stuff. There are videos on pretty much anything that you want to learn about. There are other agents that post things. Maybe you're looking for a listing presentation. Someone has shared it on here. You can also go in here. Let's see. They're just, so many. You just go and click and play around. There's so much great stuff to learn in here. Okay. All right. I said earlier, do not be a secret agent. If you're a secret agent, then how in the world is the world supposed to know that you sell real estate, and how are you going to sell real estate for people? 1, write a letter. Write a letter and tell the whole world that you are now a real estate agent with Keller Williams and you're so excited. And so just because you're talking to somebody about real estate and yourself doesn't mean that you're necessarily asking them if they're the ones that are buying, selling, or investing. You are asking them who they know, right? Because you want to get the referrals. So you're going to write a letter and you're going to introduce yourself to the world as a real estate agent. And you're going to mail it to everyone near and far, not just the people right here in Rockland, and it might sound silly, but even mail it to your family. Because yes, they know that you are, but at the same time. And when you mail, you're also going to put your a couple business cards in there. And then after you mail, you're going to wait for maybe a week, and then you're going to call and you're going to ask people, hey, did you get my letter? Did you see that I'm in real estate now? And, who is it that you know? Do you know anybody that's buying, selling, or investing? You're going to post on social media, hey, I'm a real estate agent. And the other thing, just going to go back, is everybody near and far, is because the thing is, you can sell real estate anywhere. Yes, you're licensed for New York State, possibly New Jersey as well, but you can do referrals anywhere in the world. So you can refer somebody in another part of the world. I'm originally from Kentucky. I did a post on Facebook, and all my high school friends were like, oh my gosh, I'm selling a house. So you know what I did? I referred them to an agent in their area and then made 25% off of that. So you can do, you can help people out no matter where they are. They don't have to be just here in Rockland County. Order a name tag and wear it when you're out and about, whether you're on an appointment or not. People love to talk about real estate. So if you're wearing it and somebody comes up to you and is like, oh my gosh, you're real estate, how's the market? You say, great. It's always great. And then be like, why? Do you need help, with real estate in some way? And then who knows? Maybe you just got a listing. Maybe you just got a buyer. The other thing is to make those phone calls to your sphere. So the people that you wrote those letters to, you're going to also be following up with those phone calls. And it's everybody that you know. It's the person that cuts your hair. It's your mom. It's your dad. It's your best friend. It's all the soccer moms or dads. It's your sphere, right? And those are the people that want you to succeed and do well. And they're going to be the ones that are going to be giving you referrals. So speaking of our sphere, I want you to take a minute and I want you to read this script, okay? You're going to read this script and do, for the next, it says 5 minutes in here, but I'm going to say 10 minutes. I want you to see how many referrals you can get by making phone calls to people that are in your sphere and letting them know that you're in real estate. Please, email me and let me know how many referrals that you got. So we have some weekly goals. And here they are. You want to attend the Tuesday team meetings at 10 a.m. You want to view at least 10 houses. You want to add at least 50 people to your database, which is your command. You want to share your app with at least 15 people. You want to lead generate, which is being on the phone and letting people know on social media or talking to people. It's talking to people about real estate. That's your lead generation for at least 15 hours. You want to attend power hours on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays from 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yes, I know it says power hour, and that's an hour and a half, but the first half hour is getting your stuff together, getting ready for that power of hour to make phone calls. And you want to host open houses, okay? So we're going to go break that down and make it seem not so scary. So this is what we call our daily 10-4. So this is your lead generation habits that you should get into. You should add 10 new contacts to your database. 10 new ones, not the people that are already in there. And then you want to speak with 10 people that are in your database every day. You will then also write 10 notes. So these are thank you notes for thank you for taking my phone call. So these would more likely be to the new people that you have contacted, and you're going to thank them, and you're going to hand address and their address and the return address, because if not, it's pretty much going to not get opened and be sent straight to the trash can. Okay. So then you also want to preview 10 homes. And then I've added a fifth one, which is you want to share your app with at least 3 people a day. How and why to visit 10 homes a week. So why should you do this? It helps you know the inventory, okay? Even if you don't have anybody that you're working with at the moment, a few months down the line, you have a buyer and you're like, oh yeah, that was in this house, or you go on a listing appointment and you're like, yeah, I was in your neighbor's house, a few months ago, and this and that, and their kitchen isn't as updated as yours, or whatever it is. It also helps you learn the area. Not just the area that you live in, but all of Rockland County. You can meet other agents who can eventually go into your downline. Broker opens are held on Tuesdays between normally about 11 to 2. And this is a great way where you get to see the fresh new stuff on the market, and you get to meet other people. You get free lunch most of the time. Most people are serving lunches, and it can be fun. You get a couple of you go out and you visit houses, and you don't go to the ones that are even $1 million houses, because if you're like, oh, I'm never going to have $1 million client, guess what? You're never going to have $1 million client if that's the way you're thinking. The other way is you can go to public open houses. So if you're not hosting your own open house on a Saturday or Sunday, then go to the public open houses. And the last is scheduling appointments. So if you're either out with buyers, or maybe you want to just go see a house that came on the market and you didn't get a chance to go to the broker open and a public open's not happening, just schedule an appointment and go preview. Okay? So you want to try to see at least 10 new ones a week. So your command is your database, and this is your gold mine, and this is going to help you work smarter, not harder. It still has some stuff going on, so the more that we use it, the better that it's going to get, and the smarter it's going to get. You can go to KW Connects, and there is almost pretty much daily, there are new videos on how to use it. And last slide, we've made it to your homework. If you don't have your photo taken, you need to do that. You need to order your business cards and make sure they're approved by, I have Brittany here, but I want to do the Director of Agent Services, which is Lee at the moment. So I'm going to just put DAS. Okay. You need to buy a calendar and fill it out, or fill out your Google Calendar or Apple Calendar. Create your Facebook business page. Download the apps and start exploring them. Explore the systems. I know that we talked about a lot of them today. Do your email signature, change your voicemail, and start the Kelly Command 66-Day Challenge, which is on Facebook. And I will quickly pull that up and show you what it looks like. So the important thing to do about why to do this is